Let's see here. How you doing? Welcome to Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. We are live. And wonder if it tells you that on your own page. Oh, there it is. Let's see if we can do a... Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can do a... And I'm sure there's a little delay there. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can do a... And I'm sure there's a little delay there. Oh yeah, there we go. What's up, Pinky? Let's see if we can do a... And I'm sure there's a little delay there. Shut off that echo. How you doing? Happy birthday, Pinky. Wowzers. It's good to see, good to hear, and I'm glad I decided to come on. I thought wasn't sure if how it was going to be with the holiday weekend. We started having fires out here. Here's a little fire shot for the farm for your birthday. But yeah, we're gonna make creme brulee today to help celebrate Pinky's birthday. Unfortunately, she's so far away that she won't be able to get a taste of it. Unfortunately, but creme brulee. You're welcome so much. But other than that, all the dogs and cats are good. Hi from old Bernie. Happy Thanksgiving from Bernie and Miss Safira. Oh, little preacher taking his little step there. Mama always claiming the prime spot, and Shelby. I think Ringo just headed outside. It's a cold day here. It's been a cold day on the farm. Oh, here comes Ringo running in. So we finally recorded our first day with Ringo on the dog patrol. Eat it in spirit, please do. We'd love it. Hey Dave, how you doing? Happy holiday. We're gonna make some creme brulee here. And yeah, and it's Pinky's birthday, so happy birthday to Pinky. And yeah, I'm gonna be making some creme brulee. So it looks like I got a few people on board. I might as well just get started with it. Creme brulee is super easy to make. Absolutely delicious, and it'll allow us plenty of time to hang out with the dogs and cats. I do have a little recipe on my side here. And sugar and salt. Oh my. It doesn't tell me how much sugar and salt, you guys. I'm sorry. I gotta figure this out. Here we go. How much sugar and salt? Ugh, it's lame pop-ups. Half cup. Wow, there's not a lot of sugar in creme brulee. I think a lot of the fat just is coming from the cream. And it's only a teaspoon of vanilla. What was that little noise, preacher? You've been told that salt is the key? Well, salt is the key to all things delicious. Let's see what they're saying for salt. They're just saying a pinch, so that means 1/8 of a teaspoon. For good creme brulee, well, I will definitely take your advice. We can already lower this down. This is already boiling. We don't need that boiling so much. This just needs to be warm, actually. Put that down to low. In fact, we'll probably just move that out of the way. So, happy old dog and cat farm, guys. We'd love to have you around. Please like and subscribe. We're putting out videos as often as possible, but first things first, let's start with the good old heavy whipping cream. Personally, I think one of the things is going for a heavier fat content. And first we start by heating the cream with the sugar. And we need 2 cups of cream, which is actually quite a bit. I'm on the metric side. Back to the left hand. So we need to go up to there. Two cups. And we've got them going into the pot. And we do that with a cold pot because we don't want this to get too hot. There's a special secret to creme brulee, which is you have to temper the eggs. Yeah, it is. It's 1/8 of a teaspoon. A pinch is 1/8 of a teaspoon. But you know, a pinch is still a pinch. So a lot of times the way to make a mistake with this is when you're whisking in your cream to your egg yolks, that you'll start to make scrambled eggs if it's too hot or if you don't move it around quick enough. But if you're just aggressive with your mixing, everything should be fine. So we'll go ahead and get this on low, and then we have some vanilla paste, which seems to be the new thing now. Instead of just vanilla extract, it's actual paste. They said a teaspoon. I like a lot of vanilla, so I'm gonna do, here it comes. It's like molasses. I'm gonna do what feels right. That feels right. Well, I'll actually take a taste of it too to make sure. How am I thinking of torching the top? With a torch. What's cool about this paste too is it leaves the little chunks of vanilla floating in there, which is always good to see. All right. And now I need to get a 1/2 cup of sugar, which is just down to there. Oop. There we go. That's not too bad. In fact, I recommend using less sugar or even using a sugar sweeter. Hey Lego collector, how you doing? We're making creme brulee and we're hanging out with some cute dogs and cats. We're the happy old dog and cat farm. Go ahead and add the sugar. And may as well just spatula some of that. So, creme brulee. Got to get that deep Lexi. Oh, what am I making? I'm making creme brulee. The classic dish. And the whole goal here is we just want to get to the point where the cream is just heated up just enough that we cook the sugar out so that there's no grittiness. That's got a great vanilla flavor. It's very creamy. And yeah, we just let this go. We should bring the heat up a little bit on this. But you don't want the cream to boil. That'll scald the cream, and scalding cream is not good. But other than that, how's everyone doing? We've got a uh, a weekend, holiday weekend. I just figured I'd hop on and have some fun. Things have been so wild. Me and my wife went to Sushi Kingdom on Wednesday night because we don't like doing the classic turkey stuff, and we just wanted to have a pig out, and interesting stuff went down at the restaurant. This old guy came in with his grandson, and Sushi Kingdom is a place where I need one for my yolks and one for my wife. So Sushi Kingdom is a place where it's an all-you-can-eat sushi and like Asian restaurant. So anything you order, you can most of the people going in there are just getting that. They're just ordering food nonstop. And people ordering appetizers, 3 or 4 appetizers at a time, or mains or desserts even. And you can just order what you want. And so they bring out the food as quick as possible. Nice, Pinky. Enjoy that sushi. Oh, what's Ringo figured out? And so, it's just that type of place. It's not a buffet. And this old guy came in with his grandson, and he'd never been there before. And he starts getting... As he starts eating and as they start bringing him food, like they just bring it out. You order it and they just bring it out. And he starts getting really loud about like, when's my appetizer's already here and my grandson's isn't. And this guy's just looking like he needs to head back to the holler. He's just an old boy and he's just all angry. And it just gets worse and worse. He gets louder and louder and more worked up, and finally it just comes to the point where he's just being abusive to the waitresses, and these big old boys sitting next to us get up, walk over, because they seem like they were regulars. They knew the waitresses and stuff, and they just said straight up to him, like, "You gotta go, dude." And they stood him up. "Hey, Alice, how you doing? We're making some creme brulee." And they picked the guy up and walked him out of here, and he was just a skinny old guy. Like, he couldn't do anything. So up at the front of the house, he's there. He's still... Oh, I got a double yolk. See that? Double yolk. He's at the front of the house. He takes a swing at these dudes who are literally probably 30 years younger than him and outweigh him by 150 pounds, just one of them. And, oh... And lo and behold, he takes a swing at one of them, and one of the guys just barely blocked it, and the old man fell on the ground and like hurt his shoulder, and his grandson was kind of just being quiet and angry, and it was really cold, and both the grandpa and the grandson were both wearing t-shirts, and he's just screaming away, and then they like pick him up and bring him outside, and he's screaming and screaming, and he's just swearing at them and all this other stuff, and then lo and behold, I just see it all happening, and finally I'm like, I just got to step in, because it's obvious this guy's got early stages of dementia, and he just doesn't understand what's going on. So I just go out and I did this classic move a friend of mine taught me, that whenever you see someone that's just melting down in society and the cops are about to show up for them, you just go up to them and you just let them do what they're going to do, but you just tell them like, "Man, you got to get out of here. You just got to go." And I just kept saying like, "You got to get out of here." And I kept trying to help him, like whatever he wanted. And he was just melting down. And then finally, as he calmed down, I made him realize, like, "Have you ever eaten here before?" And I told him, I'm like, "Most people are coming here for the all you can eat. And so food just comes out when it's ready." And then it finally clicked with the old guy after he called 911 to scream that he was assaulted. And and then he realized how much he messed up, and finally he was just like, please help me. Oh my god. And he was all besides himself and just kind of scared. And I was like, yeah, I'll help you. And then he's like, so I helped him get to his van and then made sure no one was looking so then he could drive off, and then he thanked me. And so that was my Thanksgiving feast. And then actual Thanksgiving night, I made Ethiopian food for my wife, which is her favorite food on the planet. Yeah, he was like, it was like some old boomer stuff where he was like, why is my main out and my grandson's appetizer hasn't even arrived, or his sushi? And it's like, well, he probably ordered like a fried sushi roll and it probably took an extra 5 minutes. It's like, he just got all mad. And ultimately though, the way he reacted, you could just tell like that poor old guy's got some early stages of dementia. I feel sorry for him, because that's going to be a painful way to go. But yeah, so that's what went down. Yeah, battle at the sushi place, a Thanksgiving tradition. But hey, everybody, I'm glad there's some people coming in. Feel free to chat us up. I was just telling you a depressing Thanksgiving story that ended up actually okay. I kept an old guy out of jail, and taught his grandson about an important lesson about dementia and how people you love are going to end up changing. This I'm going to make into an egg white omelet for the doggos for dinner. Some people said make macaroons. No, thank you. I'm not. I could make macaroons, but I'm not going to. I'm kind of bummed out though. I lost. I don't know where the whisk is for my blender, so we're going to be whisking this by hand. But that's probably cooler. Yeah, it was sad. In the end though, he ended up realizing that he messed up big, and he was really, really embarrassed about it. And it's the type of thing where you guys you know what I mean. That is so good. That's basically, if you just whip that up a bit, that becomes ice cream. Prices? Meltdown at the store about juice prices. Jeez. Jeez. So I think it's, you drizzle the egg into the cream, and man, that's good. I mean, I could probably just drink that. So I'm going to try to do this in a vertical format where we want to temper the eggs in slowly, very slowly. Okay, there's the angle. So I'm doing this through a screen, everybody, so that this isn't too hard to pull off. And we hope not to make lumps, but this way will show you a way where even if we do have some lumps, we run it through a strainer beforehand. Sorry. And this is basically what we're doing, is just making a custard right here. Yeah, he was with his son, who was probably like a little preteen kid, about 12. And at first I asked him, I'm like, do you have any parents? And there were some good parts to this story, because as I'm helping the guy, he gives me access to his phone, because he was so distraught that he couldn't even like work the phone. And he showed me, because at first I thought like the kid said to me, I'm like, where are your parents? And he's like, I don't have parents with me. I'm only with my grandpa. And then the old timer shows me on his phone that his daughter, like basically the text exchange where, hey, I'll take him out for some sushi. And she's like, great, put it on my card. And so the name for his daughter is number 3, meaning it's his third daughter. He doesn't even put her down by name. And then what was even funnier is the old guy, I asked him his name, and I just basically befriended him and like made him realize like I'm not a threat to you. I'm not here to hurt you. And like I've got your best interest in mind, man. And so yeah, his daughter is number 3 on his phone. And then he called his best friend, Big Don, and he was talking to Big Don as he was trying to like get into his truck. And then Big Don told him, I talked to Big Don for a little bit, his best friend, Big Don. And Big Don was a pretty nice guy. And Big Don just said like, sounds like he needs to get the hell out of there. And I was like, yeah, I know, Big Don, we're working on that. And he's like, good, thanks for helping out. So, oh, that is good. And I think I did pretty good. I don't see any little bubbles. Kept it moving. Big Don, speaker of the truth. I think Big Don probably takes care of this old timer. Oh, look who's there. This guy, he's turned into quite the little champ. All right, so now we've got, I don't think I need to strain this. I think I did a good job on this. So now I've got some of these over here, different ramekins. And they told me that I should just pour this back into here. So I'll give this a rinse out. And there's Ringo hanging out. We'll go check on Tammy and Lexi. And we got the fire going. And we've got Bernie down here, ready to pick up any little scraps he can find. I was outside cutting some firewood earlier. We're into the firewood days. Okay, hopefully this pours evenly out. It does good. That's probably good for the moment. So I'm going to start with there. And so as you can see, how many ingredients are we working? Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot the salt. Well, I can still save this. I need to put more in there. Oop. Okay, we're not going to be using this. But I am going to try to get that to level off a little bit. That one scares me. We'll take care of the salt. We'll take care of the salt in 1 second. Ringo. Ringo. Wow, these make just the perfect amount. So I've got a tray here that's not too level. And it's important that we do a tray because we have to put what's called a bain-marie under this. And that's basically, we just cook it in hot water, in a hot water bath, so it doesn't split. Dave, it sounds like Pinky, it sounds like Dave's ready to come visit you in Florida from old cold Ontario. All right. So my salt fix. Little sprinkle. And I'm going to put a pinch in each one. So, as Dave said, salt is king when it comes to the creme brulee, and I agree, salt is king. Then I'm going to take a skewer. Hello, sir. How are you? Good to see you. Sushi dinner. Ontario just got cold. I don't doubt it, man. It's Ontario. So yeah, this little skewer will get this salt mixed up in there really well. Good. I'm making creme brulee. All right, so this goes into a 300-degree oven for about 30 minutes. I might cook it up to 325. I'm going to be very careful with this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, everybody. We got a safe landing over here. All right. So then for the bain-marie, we go ahead and just fill the pan, I should say, with this tepid water. It's kind of, it does like a steam thing. And close it up carefully. And they say 30 minutes at 300, and I say at 325, it'll probably only be 22 minutes. You get ready for the old microwave timer. And that's that. That is creme brulee. So we are 29 minutes in. If I wasn't filming this, I probably could have knocked 10 minutes off of that. So 20 minutes prep, and we got this delish. Wow, you guys, that is freaking magic. I had a friend that used to just make this and drink it straight. Thanks, Dave. The only problem is I need to let it cool down a hair before I can do the torch top. But it shouldn't be a problem. Wow. Sorry, I'm just going to town on this. But I think you guys would be too if you were here. I'd definitely give you a lick. Thanks for all the likes, everybody. Welcome to the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. Like to do live cooking demonstrations and then hang out with the dogs and cats. Let's see here. Let's see if we should probably give everybody a treat. I know Ringo definitely feels like he deserves one. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. How's Tammy? Tammy's doing great. We finally got the donut off of her. Lexi's doing really well. We got some time to play. Miss Shelby. Good girl. Here you go. You only got a small one. Little preacher. Did Bernie go outside? Did Bernie just miss it? All right, let's go. Yeah, he did. Preacher's funny because he's such an angry little dog. He's such a chihuahua sometimes. It's so fun. Queen Lexi, let's go take a look at Queen. See if we can get her to come out for a little chicken. Hey, Queen. Hi. Good to see you. You always post up right by that door so I can't close it. You want some chicken? Yeah. Okay, little. Stop it. You go away. Ringo does need to learn to mind his manners. But at the same time, Ringo is a very cool cat, and he picks up on social cues really well. Thank you, Ringo. Extremely smart cat. Oh, here's a little Bernie. Here you go. There's another little bit. How's Miss Lexi? It's good to see you, sweetheart. Too many folks around for you? Okay, guys. See everybody, Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. We just did our little cooking demo, made some creme brulee. It's in the oven. We're going to chill with some dogs. Miss Shelby, the queen. And we love if you could give a subscribe or a follow or hang out. We adopt old dogs and cats, and we let them live out their last days on the farm. You leave Lexi alone. And that's what we do here. And we film adventures and take them out. And lately we've added Ringo to the pack, and he thinks he's a dog. And that's pretty remarkable, hanging out with such a cute cat who you can literally call like a dog. And Lexi is a sweet little Southern Belle. Aren't you, sweetheart? When we get down into Lexi. Jeez. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, there's the queen. There's the 18-year-old queen. Queen of the farm. You want to hang out or you want to go back? What do you want to do, sweetheart? She's kind of apprehensive right now. She's such a homebody. I know it doesn't look like it, but I brushed a bunch of fur out of her today. She's such an old lady. Ringo on Farm Patrol is pretty amazing. So, and then also too, on top of that, I'm working on a new filming scenario with all this, where I'm filming with two cameras. I've got a Insta X5 360 camera, so it's like a 360-degree panorama camera, as well as using my DJI that I normally use. And I've been messing around with editing, and yeah, it seems like it might be a couple more interesting, steady shots, more ways of like capturing the chaos a little bit better. But let's see how much time we have. 13 minutes. Let's go see Tammy. Here's the queen. Hey, Tammy. Our little princess, I mean. How are you, sweetheart? So here's our little barn cat that we found like a month or two ago. We just got her fixed. We decided to give her upstairs so she could have more room when she was recovering. It's a nice upgrade. I've had my issues with it, but it should make some cooler shots. I mean, it seems like a lot of times this camera it does cool stuff, but I've never really seen anybody use it as their primary camera on YouTube, but I have seen a couple people use it as a primary camera. And it can get weird because it can get like kind of fish-eyed at times, and it can also just kind of be not that crisp of a picture. And then at the same time too, it's basically an 8K camera, and if you're a camera nerd, you realize that that's pretty wild. And my whole thing is I like shooting. It's so funny, whenever you give a cat food, it doesn't want you to pet it because it just wants more food. Here you go, honey. Keep it all. And my whole thing is I like 4K, 60 frames a minute, so I can get nice, crisp pictures. And these cameras are 8K, 30 frames. You can even do 60 frames per second, but they're just not the greatest. But at the same time, they're capturing everything around you, so you don't really have to even point the camera in a specific direction. But it does have its limits. It's not a do-all. But yeah, here's our cute little thing. 8K, yeah, but keep in mind what 8K is doing is it's recording. So like this, like right now on this phone, I think this is just like 1080, 2460 by 1920. Or I'm sorry, I flipped that around because I'm in vertical mode, and that's what a lot of people are at. But 8K would also includes, you know, all the way over there, all the way over there, and behind you and above you. And it's just these really wide angled lenses. Little Tammy. Do you want to go downstairs? I'm not supposed to keep you and Lexi in the same room for too long. I'm gonna have to bring Lexi in. So yeah, this is our little cute cat we just found in our barn. And then right after we found her, she immediately went into heat once she got on a steady diet. And we named her Tammy Sadie Fox. And she's definitely a mama's girl. She loves falling asleep in her mama's lap. You gonna go up to your chair? Oh. So she sometimes, unless I've got food for her, I don't know what it is, after she got fixed, she's just not too interested in what I'm about. Which bums me out because I used to be able to cuddle with her. But we've got a long road ahead with her. Edzige. I've never seen a Z with an accent over it. That's wild. How are you doing? I'm sorry I can't say your name. I'll probably murder it. Edzige. How would you do an accented Z? Ooh. You want to go back in, Queen? You're standing by your door. Here you go, hon. Nice to see you, sweetie. So yeah, that's the check-in. Oh wow, we only got 7 minutes left. And then I'm going to take 1 or 2 of these and put them right in the refrigerator so they cool down really quick. In like within 10 minutes. And then we can do a sugar coating. And then I can torch it. Dave, great seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. Happy holiday. Well, happy Canadian version of whatever you're doing this weekend. Until next time, indeed. But yeah, here's the weather in Middle Tennessee right now. There's cute little Shelby doing her high step in. Hey, sweetheart. We got Ringo out there. Ringo's turned into quite the mouse catcher. We're really proud of him. Tammy has too. But yeah, you want to know what's been interesting is it's been so quiet. It's been like eerily quiet. I really love it. And you know, it's not super cold right now, but it is cold. Last night it got down to -5 Celsius, about 20 Fahrenheit. And yeah, this is the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm, everyone. We let these guys come out here and live their last days, and their only job is to be as happy as possible. So Pinky, are you looking forward to any gifts or having a special time with a special person, a fun date? Struggling to open your grinder, huh? I love how grinders can get so gummed up sometimes. I had a metal one. I used to sometimes I'd have to just throw it on the ground, and then it would crack open. But everyone, it's Pinky's birthday today, and I want you all to wish her a happy birthday in the comments if you can. And in a way, this creme brulee is a kind of an internet version of a birthday cake, or a birthday treat, let's say. I'm hanging out with the fam. I really need to socialize outside more, because outside of internet friends, I don't really hang out with. Right, 60. Yeah, I'm sorry, Pinky. I know how it is. Everyone gets just so busy with their daily lives, and a lot of times as you get older, you just stop kind of like going to hang. Like I remember, in my early 20s, like going out to hang, or you just go over to your buddy's house and just hang out 2 or 3 times a week, or go over to just friends' houses, and then eventually they all just start to pair off and have relationships and get serious about their lives, and then they're like, oh, is your friend coming over? And it's just going to sit there till 1 a.m. again. And I picked up on that pretty quick, but it was funny because I definitely had friends that did not pick up on that, and they would still try to like go over to people's houses till 1 or 2 a.m. and not take a hint. And I remember one friend of mine would just be like, well, I'm going to bed. and I knew this guy that would just still keep hanging out because he was usually so drunk he didn't want to drive. It was just kind of sad. But yeah, the donkeys and the goats are gone, everybody. No more donkeys and goats. They still have chickens over there, but our pals are all gone next door. It's a little laggy? Huh. Sorry about that. Why are you barking? Right, 1 a.m. is too much. Yeah, like 1 a.m. on a Wednesday. Let's party, right? Hi, Electro Guy. How you doing? Welcome to Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. We're making creme brulee tonight, and we're celebrating one of our super fans' birthday, and we're just sort of chilling with the dogs and our cat Ringo, who's always got some scheme worked up. What's your scheme? What's your scheme? To get up on the counter? And yeah, we'd love it if you could check out some of our videos or subscribe and like. Any of y'all like wood burning stoves? Got some fresh spruce. Well, some not fresh, but aged spruce. It just broke up. It's a beautiful wood. Burns really hot and really slow. It's really toasting this place up. There we go. I like how it looks purplish on the camera. Yeah. Oh man, I remember when my band really hit hard, and I was going out till 4 a.m. and I was like, it didn't happen until my late 20s, almost 30. And and yeah, I remember it was post, like people wanting to hang out late, and I remember it was just funny because I was now hanging out with like this younger crowd where that hadn't happened yet. So it was funny because I just got like younger friends who were, but I was still just like, I'm going to bed. Oh, that's the beeper, everybody. Oh, look at that. Looks perfect. Looks perfect. Pull this out carefully. Sorry if I'm not focusing on my camera shot work right now. This is pretty dangerous stuff. But wow, it's already kind of caramelized. Do I do connecting live streams? Oh, like where I can live stream with someone else? I've seen that when I set it up. I'm not like friends with anybody. I guess I don't have any like channels where that would make sense that would want to like would want to do that. It sounds like a fun idea, like, but we're primarily just sort of hanging out with dogs and cats and doing little cooking demos. All right, I don't want to spill anything on any dogs or cats. Please stay away from me. I don't want to burn you. Move. I don't want to burn you. Move. Thank you. Oh, it spilled a little, but luckily not on anybody. Is that what you're talking about, Pietro? Would I call myself a homesteader? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'm not even close. I'm not even close to a homesteader. I mean, homesteaders, don't they want to like raise all their own food and everything? I don't think I'm like that. I'm definitely not. I wouldn't say that. But I mean, I definitely have kind of like a homestead type styled life, but I do my own jarring and canning, but that's about it. It's nothing that could keep me alive though. If that's a good enough answer. I mean, maybe someone else out there can offer a better answer about what, I'm not even sure 100% what the true definition of a homesteader is. I assume you want to be, a homesteader would want to be like off the grid, like libertarian wet dream type stuff. I'm definitely not off the grid. Far from it. And yeah, I mean, I live like 10 minutes from like fast food joints and all that other stuff. Like I live 90 seconds from a store. So it just, my vibe looks rural. It's just not super rural, if that makes any sense. But yeah, look at that. But I don't know. I mean, maybe there are other homesteaders. I just have a feeling that there are people out there who would just kick my butt with what they know and what they could do, and like on any number of things. Like, we've got a greenhouse, but we use it for tropical plants. We don't use it for raising food. All right, I think I want to hit this one. How hot is this? It's not that bad. They do, don't they? This is the one I want to put in the fridge. Let me make sure I have a spot for it. and it'll get it to cool down in probably 10 minutes. And yeah, I made so much Ethiopian food for my wife. And tonight I'm going to take a bunch of it and put it on a pizza. We're going to have an Ethiopian pizza. Let's see, what can help me? Maybe a spoon? There we go. How hot is this? This isn't that bad. All right. Yeah, they look great, don't they? Look how goldeny they look. All right, so we're going to put this in here for 10 minutes. You're supposed to wait till they get to room temperature before you do the torch glaze. Homesteading is mostly just for self-efficiency, farmers for commercial purposes. Electro guy, you gonna go get some gummies? That's cool. I have a buddy that makes his own gummies. He bought like there's some machine that extracts everything down and to just like the pure oil, and then it came with this little gummy kit, and his gummies are pretty amazing. But yeah, what do y'all think? Trump's making all that stuff, all that legal stuff illegal now at the federal level, even though he already was like one of the main proponents to decriminalize it. Is his name Niall? No, his name's not Niall. But yeah. What do you say, Shelby? So yeah, what's for the most part just been trying to stay warm these days. It's been interesting out here. I'm hoping to get a supplemental heater out in this room, because if we don't have the fire going, it's not going to be very comfortable out here when it really gets cold. Do I do dual lives? You have to help me out with what dual lives means, if you could. Like I split my head open. Lives together. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm open to it. I just have never been put in the situation where it made sense. Look at this guy's licking my arm. Oh, it rained there? We're probably going to be getting some rain soon, too. And my mom looking to get some scratches. Aww. You too. With these two, it's always a fight to see who can get closer to my face. Sweetheart, come here. How are you? You're always so fun to pet. Okay, I'll give that belly a scratch. Mama gets very anxious if I don't give her attention. But yeah, everybody, it's a happy old dog and cat farm. Happy Thanksgiving and happy harvest. Happy harvest. I think that's what a lot of people used to do at Thanksgiving, is just celebrate harvest. And one of our super fans, Pinky, it's her birthday. So if you can ever wish her a happy birthday. And we're the happy old dog and cat farm. And we adopt old cats and dogs and take them out on adventures. Mama, let me give Sophia some love. Your dog's name is Honey. She's a German Shepherd mix, Mastiff mix, and she'll be 3 this January. Wow, that sounds like a great dog. And Honey's a great name. Yep, we're celebrating happy dogs, Linda. Thank you for coming on board. Here's our little. We have 5 dogs at any given time out here on the farm. This is a little Preacher. And he is a little white Chihuahua and acts just like a little white Chihuahua. And likes to start fights that he can't finish. And holds grudges really long. But he's a little sweetheart. We love him. And he's got little boo-boos there. That is starting to flake off. So I've been approached to do by this like mushroom supplement company for pets, and they promise that they'll make the lumps on the dogs go away. And me and my wife are very, very suspicious about that, because it's like, my wife's just like, so how is mushrooms gonna make lymphomas go away again? And but so we've been giving it to the dogs now for about 6 weeks, and I've noticed a couple little minor things with a couple of the dogs that have changed. Like Saphira doesn't get her back leg so twitchy anymore, and he's got this little growth here, and it does seem to be flaking away. But other than that, though, now that I'm in contact constantly, they're trying to get me to like start doing commercials for them. I'm in the algorithm now, so whenever I'm searching on Instagram, it's nonstop these weird AI things where it's like 2 professionals talking about how their dog is now healthier. Oh wow, you have your brother-in-law's dog's name's Saphira. It's a great name for a dog. What's up, dude? Ringo. So for those of you who are new, this is Mama. This is Shelby. This is Bernie. He's like my little bodyguard. This is our Saphira. Come on, where did you go? Sorry for bad camera work. That's Saphira. That's Saphira right there. She's always happy. And then this is little Preacher, who was left at a church. Yeah, a lot about AI concerns me. There's a lot of like stupid rage bait that I've been seeing, where it's literally like the dumbest crap ever, and it's just like 2 people like bitching at each other, and it's like a guy bitching at a cop and then the cop bitching at the guy, and it's so obviously AI, and people are just losing their crap in the comments, like, how dare that cop say that to him? And it's just like, no one realizes it's AI slop. But at the same time, like in my texts, I can now remix photos. So when people send me a photo, I can tell the AI to change it into something, and it's pretty amazing. I think that's pretty funny. Yeah, there's always something oddly unnatural, like, huh, no one's moving their arms. And like no one's moving their arms or their back or their legs. And they're just like the rhythm of their speech is really like mechanical, but people are just so ready to buy into it. Yeah, it's just weird, man. AI is going to really mess with the grandmas and the meemaws and the peepaws. The grannies and grandpas are really going to lose their crap. Right now, a friend of mine, her church group is actively encouraging her to invest with this complete scammer who's claiming to be Elon Musk, and everyone in her church group has sent him money, and they all think they're going to get rich from Elon Musk, and it's like none of them have fully realized, like, why do you think Elon Musk is contacting a bunch of old women at a church? And it's just sort of spectacular. And I'll check out the bird AI. Yeah, yeah, dude. My friend literally she posted on Facebook. If anybody wants to call my mother and explain to her that Elon Musk is not does not want to invest with her, and that her church group is actively like encouraging her to throw away her money, please do so, because she has been trying to convince her for months now to stop sending this guy money. And yeah, it's really, some of these scams are really lame, right, Bernie? So that's 10 minutes. 10 minutes in the fridge. I think we're going to be ready to go, and I might even end up bruleeing all of these. Hey, Lightro guy. So we are going to. I think I could probably just do all these. So we're at the funnest part of the bruleeing, if you will, where we do the torching. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate the compliment, Lightro guy. And Lightro guy, if you've got any ideas for for me to do a duel with, please let me know. I'm open to anything fun. Lately, I've really been enjoying doing these cooking demos and then just hanging out with the pups. With you, what do you do? What do you want to, or what do you want to do? Do you have a channel? What do you do on your channel? So we got to pull out this sugar. Oh yeah, and the lady said if I'm using a real torch, I should probably do it on this instead of on the wood chopping block. So I'm just going to put these right back on. I mean, what is your channel about, or what do you want to, do you have an idea for something you want to do? For a collab, I assume that's what we're talking here. I make you make POVs and talk about your life. Okay. Sounds interesting. So I like to do a thick brulee. They said only a teaspoon, but I'm probably going to use more than a teaspoon. Ooh, what's that? Get out of my sugar. Get out. Get out. What was that? That was gross. What is that? What are these little black things in my sugar? Okay, so then we just do a little tippity tap. A weevil? What's a weevil? All right, everybody. Now the moment everyone usually waits for when you're making brulee. We got a torch here. You want to just keep it moving. This happens quick. That one looking pretty good. I got the flow now. I just gotta get right on top of it. Back off. I almost like it a little burnt even. Gives it kind of a complexity and flavor. Yeah, it smells good. Here, I'm going to turn this torch up a little bit. All right. I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? So it's not creme brulee? Creme brulee? Did I misspell it in the title? It's creme brulee. We just made creme brulee, everybody. I'm not sure what we missed out on there, but this is how you make delicious creme brulee, everybody. It's like 6 ingredients. Doesn't even take that long. And if you ever really want to impress someone that you really love, this is the thing to make, because it is universally likable. And honestly, I like a little bit of burnt sugar on it. I think it's delicious. And as that cools down, it's going to get hard as a rock. Someone said gummies. Yeah, we were talking about gummies there for a minute. So, Jory loves food reviews. Thanks, Jory. We just made some creme brulee and hung out with the dogs and cats from start to finish in an hour and 15 minutes. Hope you're having a good holiday. Brittany, sorry you missed it. Thanks for coming around, though. Feel free to subscribe. I like to do live cooking demos at least 2 or 3 times a week. This week I only did one because it's, because of the holiday. But other than that, it's real-time cooking reviews or cooking demos. And I love it. If you guys could check out the channel, we're the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm, and we rescue old dogs and cats. And we love food, and we love animals. And we especially love old animals. And we want to remind people to eat good food and to adopt old animals, because they are often overlooked the most. We also love cats. Miss Queen, how did you get out? We have Lexi coming back out. And Mr. Ringo. Queen, thanks for the gift. You're a sweetheart. How did you get out? Boy, I hope none of the dogs got in there and ate all your food. Shelby, you get out of there. You get out of there. Come on, get. You want to go back in, Queen? Sorry about Shelby. Admiral Kirk just farted. Oh, man. Yeah, that's the one thing. I can't leave that door open or else the dogs will go in there and eat all our food. But yeah, this is our sweetheart. One of our newer kitty cats, Ringo. They were going to put him to sleep because he wasn't producing insulin. And we helped out by isolating him from the other kitty cats out and bringing him out to the farm. Shelby was not bothering no one. No, she wasn't. Shelby's a sweetheart, but she shouldn't be eating the cat's food. Especially since she's going to have dinner very shortly. Right, Ringo? You're going to have dinner shortly, too. We're going to go on an adventure. You just farted, Admiral Kirk, and you're about to poop your pants. Sounds like you're onto a good plan for the evening. I'm going to close things out with this beautiful purplish fire, and I'm going to wish you all a good holiday weekend, and I hope everyone gets a chance to tell someone they love that they love them. Have a good weekend, everybody. And Pinky, happy birthday.